Good afternoon. I'm just going to do a quick unboxing review of a new paintball pistol I've just received from Modern Combat Sports, thanks to Ian. I'll give you a clue as what it is, but you've got some 43 cal rubber balls, obviously some 43 cal paintballs, a spare magazine, okay, that's the dead giveaway, okay, and this comes with a spare spring as well. Now, you have a soft spring fitted, which is for paintballs and for the chalk balls, and this other spring, which is slightly longer and stronger, is for rubber balls, the heavier balls. So I've bought a spare one because I'm going to fit one spring in each, so I'll be able to fire it. So I won't have to keep swapping the springs if you use a lot of different types of ammunition, okay, which I probably will. Okay, so that's very handy. Right, and on to the pistol. So it comes in a really nice case, branded Walther. Okay, I'm going to open her up. Try not to keep this too long. We don't want anybody getting too bored, falling asleep, do we? So basically, you've got your manual, typical Umerix manual. If you've seen it before, but lots of pictures, pretty straightforward. You can generally work out, what it's trying to say to you. Okay, I won't go into that because we'll explain most with the actual pistol itself. You come with this tool here. What it is, it's a pull through. So basically, it's to clean the barrel, and you put your cloth through there, feed the end through the barrel from inside the breech and pull it through. Okay, so that's what that's for. Okay, that's called rubber. Obviously, you come with a spare spring as well. So it comes with the soft spring fitted. So you fit the hard spring, and keep the soft spring for spare. Okay, and then on with the actual pistol itself. So this is the PPQ M2. So it's 0.343 cal, which calculates to 10.92 millimeters. So it's just under 11 millimeters diameter. Basically, you've got your barrel. When you pull the trigger, it recesses into the magazine and seals around the actual where the balls are, and then it fires the balls out. So it causes like an air seal. So we'll just drop the magazine. The mag release is there. Okay, so you just press that. It's spring loaded. It just drops out. We'll go to the mag first. So what you've got an 8-shot magazine. Your guide comes down, comes across, so you can lock it in position, and then you drop your balls in from the top. Okay, be careful not to slam that shut. Okay, your valves at the back. At the bottom, you push that forward, and then you've got your Allen key there. Yeah, I'll show you where the Allen key is shortly. You undo that, put a bit of Pelgon oil. I do. Drop your CO2 in, do it up, and that pierces it, and that's it. That's your magazine ready to go. So it's very straightforward. Quite hefty, this magazine, makes a difference to the pistol itself. Did weigh the pistol with the magazine fitted. It's 857 grams, that's without any ammunition in, obviously, which works out to 1.89 pounds. So it's not far off 2 pounds. It's a decent weight pistol. Okay. One other thing I'll show you as well is that on the final shot, it does lock open. Okay, it doesn't lock open all the way. Obviously, it should lock open at that point there. You can see that, there, but it doesn't go all the way back. But normal operation, it blows back to that point, but it actually locks open at that point there. And then all you do is you've got release both sides, slide release both sides, doesn't matter, and then that drops it. Okay, so magazine out again. Okay, magazine done. So that locks back the final shot. Okay, because it's got a guide on the actual magazine. So what you've got sights. Yellow sights front and back, really nice. Adjustable for windage as well at the back, so you've got a screw there so you can move the actual rear sights left and right, which is really nice. All the branding is there. Okay, so you've got your PPQ branding, your Walther branding. The only thing that actually stopped it looking like a real firearm is the T4E there on the actual inside slide. So I know when you actually rub that off, it feels like it could be an alloy, so it might rub off if you really want to remove it. Trigger safety, it's a Glock type, so you hold that spring loaded bit to fire it. Other side locks it, so that's your trigger safety. Now your CO2, you push this back. It's like a back grip, pushes off there. Okay, unclips off, and there's your hex built into the actual pistol for your CO2, which is really handy. Size wise, I've got medium sized hands, but it's about perfect for me. I know some pistols you can have additional back straps. I don't think they're available for this. You've got a bottom rail, obviously, for if you want to put a laser, or I might well put a small laser on this, or a torch. yeah, build quality seems very good. Typical Umrex product, good quality. I think there is some adjustment actually. I don't know if there's a trigger. There might be a trigger lock saved inside there. It shows in the manual a funny looking picture. If you take that off, I don't know if you can see inside there, but right at the back of there, there's a latch that you can move up and down, and I think that actually locks the trigger, so it makes it completely immobile. If you wanted to make this this pistol completely unshootable, yeah, but I don't think you really need that really. As long as you keep it away from people who shouldn't have them, that's not a problem. Fit and finish, very nice. Branding, you got your PPQ branding. The stippling's really nice, nice feel. The magazine has got a spring-loaded latchet here. Okay, so when you slam it in, and you can, it really has a nice weight to this, nice balance to this. But when you press the release, it actually springs out as well. Yeah. So yeah, really nice. Looking forward to shooting this. I shall probably weigh these balls first, so I can do some chrony testing, find out exactly what she's doing through the chrony with the rubber and the paint balls. I'm trying to get over to some chalk balls, but they seem to be out of stock everywhere. I was after some 50 cal and some 43 cal. Can't get them anywhere. So as soon as I get them, I shall be doing an accuracy and a chrony test. But yeah, really nice quality. This is my first, well, apart from the revolver I've got, this is my first like blowback paintball. Yeah, it is my first blowback paintball actually, because the actual one is a revolver. So yeah, spring wise, yeah, worth having 2 magazines if you're going to shoot rubber and paint and chalk. Because obviously, if you have the heavier spring fitted with paintballs, you'd probably it might involve shatter. Yeah, so that's why you need a lighter spring. So having 2 magazines, I fitted a light one and a heavy one in each, so I could swap whatever ammunition I'm using, which is really nice. Yeah, very nice quality. Nice and solid. Yeah, it's a shame it doesn't lock all the way back. That would be really nice. I mean, I think when you're shooting it, the slide will go almost all the way back, so you can see right through. Okay, see right through the actual thing. So when it's shooting, it probably blows back that far. Yeah, but when it finishes its final round, it only locks at that point there. So okay, that's where it locks at. So it'd be nice if it locked like a normal, like a BB shooter, where they actually do lock all the way back. It'd be nice. But yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I really like it. Looking forward to shooting this, so just have another look over it. See, the quality is really top notch. It is, like I said, Umrex, or I mean, I'm not sure Umrex actually make it. It's probably made for Umrex, like a lot of KDCs are made, things like that. Yeah, I mean, the quality is there. And that's what you want really. It should be. I think it should be fairly accurate as a BB. Like I said, 4.5mm BBs, and you've got what, 11mm balls. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty accurate. It's not going to be shockingly. I mean, it's probably going to be as accurate as most BB shooters, maybe a little bit less. Depends. So yeah, I hope you like that little review. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm back with my Walther PPQ M2 paintball, and I've got 8 more shots left. This is the fifth magazine, so that's 40 shots as far as okay from 1 CO2. So I'm going to take 8 shots at the right. You see the paint on the can. If I zoom in, this is at 10 meters, by the way. And then if you look at the actual one on the left, you'll see there's a dent where I hit it with the rubber ball. So we're going to take 8 more shots and see how they perform. This is like I said, this is the 5th magazine of each, so we'll see whether they shoot okay. Freestanding. And just try and drop it up a bit. And that's that locked back this time, so that's a bit of exercise and it's locked back okay, no problem with the paintballs. Now going to the rubber. Now the rubber, take a bit more of a pull on the trigger because of the nature of the rubber, yeah. But they seem to shoot okay. It just makes the trigger a bit heavier, that's all. So shot at the tin on the left. That's not bad at all. That's not back. So that's 8 shots of rubber. Now that was, like I said, that's 40 shots out of each magazine there. And it seems like she's got a bit of grunt left in her. So I might try a 6 mag out of each. So that's at 10 metres freestanding. Sights aren't too bad. Now for balls, that's pretty good actually. I'm pretty impressed with that. Obviously it just seems more accurate than the HDR, but then again you see, because it's got blowback, it cocks the actual hammer for you, so you're not having to do as much work. It's only where the actual barrel comes back and locks into the magazine around the actual ball, and that's why the rubber just has that little bit extra weight to pull on before it fires. But the actual firing part of it is actually the same, so that's pretty neat. So we'll come back to that and have this on the end of the review. Right, I've got my PPQ here, freestanding 10 metres. I'm just going to take 8 quick shots, paintball on the right and rubber balls on the left. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. Okay, and see if we can hit them with, this is a 6 mag, so this would be 48 shots if this shoots okay. So here goes. I'm going to shoot these as quick as I can, so the paintballs are fairly smooth. That's it, that's locked back. And now go to the rubber balls. And that's not too, it's just starting to lose CO2 there. So it's just about 11 degrees today, so not too bad. So yeah, she's shooting really well, and I think really probably 6 mags. Yeah, that's 48 shots from each magazine is probably about the limit. You may get another one if it's a warmer day, but that's pretty good. Can't complain too much about that. So I'm going to add these videos together. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's 10 metres out, so not too bad at all. Thanks for watching.